Well, even though the cold weather is coming, it's still important to get outside. So in today's Going Green, we take you to a special outdoor area that you can share with your family. This unique and social bird stands 3 to 4 feet high with long, slender necks. Its wingspan can exceed 5 feet wide, and it has a unique red crown on its head. But the most distinctive quality is the chatter it creates. This bird is the Sandhill crane. A few weeks ago, they stopped by Goose Pond in Linton. Sandhill cranes vacation for a few days every year in Indiana, including the Jasper-Pulaski Fish and Wildlife Area. And they've been visiting since the late 70s.
It was kind of a coincidence because they started managing this big open area behind me for Canada geese. And it turns out that Sandhill cranes really liked it as well. And Sandhill crane numbers were pretty low in the late 70s, early 80s.
At one point, there were only 300 breeding pairs in the country. The Sandhill crane was once considered a threatened species, but not anymore, thanks in part to the Jasper-Pulaski area.
So the cranes come to Jasper-Pulaski every year because it's directly between their two migration points. They raise their young and breed in Wisconsin, Michigan, and southern Canada, and then they winter primarily in Georgia and Florida. And if you were to draw a straight line between them 2 points, Jasper-Pulaski would be right in the middle.
But how do the Sandhill cranes know to stop at the Jasper-Pulaski area?
They're actually taught migration routes from their parents and older cranes, so it's kind of passed down through the generations.
From mid-September through mid-December, the Jasper-Pulaski Fish and Wildlife DNR staff take a weekly Sandhill crane count.
Right now, our high count here was 25,000 cranes today. The entire population of the eastern greater Sandhill crane is around 90,000 cranes today.
Sunrise or sunset is the best time to see the Sandhill cranes. You can see them flying in during sunset or just hanging out. And you can hear the orchestra of gabbing and chirping birds coming from a distance.
They're a pretty vocal animal and they communicate somewhat together while they're migrating, and they're vocal during breeding season and courtship season, which is actually now and on their return flight.
Every year, families come to view this intriguing flock of birds. A family from Fishers made the trip.
I thought it was really an amazing experience to get to see the Sandhill cranes and just a little bit of their daily lives and how they interact with the environment around them.
You can also see the Sandhill cranes by visiting the Jasper-Pulaski Fish and Wildlife Area now through mid-December before they head south for the winter. For more information, visit WTHR.com.
25,000?
I know.
That's quite a flock.
It's incredible.
That's a lot of counting.
Yeah, they're so interesting and they're so loud, and you can really hear them from a distance.
That's so cool. I'd never heard of that.
Yeah, and I know that you're up in that area too, and it's just been very popular. And it wasn't extinct, but it was coming close to it with only 300 pairs. You know, it's made a big difference.